Yeah.
Hello, Internet. Welcome back to Tales of the Moonshine.
Tales of the Moonshine.
Izzy, you peeked your phone. We didn't get it that time.
I got
Tales
it.
of the Moonshine.
I heard the whole thing there.
Yeah.
I heard most of it, but I also heard a from his phone giving out.
No, I got it.
All right. So, last time some things happened, and we're going to have whichever member of the party wants to explain to Affy and Bola what has been determined, explain to them what you guys are doing next.
I think the correct answer is nerd, it's all you.
Go, nerd, go.
You're assuming I actually remember enough about last time as a person.
So we came across some zombies and we're gonna go fight them.
Zombies?
That is in fact accurate. I can elaborate further if you wish, but I believe Chief Engineer Nerd has more details that he would like to discuss.
Yeah, well, there's these nice space wizards took us in, and they seemed really nice, and I helped them fix up stuff, and then I told them about Affy and said that he was a cool magic guy too, and they said they really wanted to talk to him.
I believe this is ill-advised.
And how do we get from that to zombies?
I don't remember.
Well, so if you will all recall, last we were on one of the moons, the Savannah, where we were allowing. Oh God, I'm out of character. I'm just realizing I need to go back. I need to go back 2 sessions for Bola, don't I?
That is possible. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
It has been a while.
Well, when we were on on LA, no, on was it Fort Drep? I think it was Fort Drep.
Yep.
When we were on Fort Drep, we were looking into the bounty with the spider. This turned out to be one of my siblings, Itsy Bitsy, whom we befriended, and we were able to come up with some border patrol. We took him.
I remember that. Yeah.
I gave him a hat.
You did, and he loves that hat.
Yeah.
Now
yes, I do recall that. Mm-hmm.
After that, we went to the Savannah Moon to see if there were any ruins. Since all of you were preoccupied, myself and the captain took a look around. Well, Itsy Bitsy decided to indulge himself in some cat meat because it was covered with lions. While there, myself and the captain realized that the cosmic key we are looking for One Barrel Star may not be a physical object. It may, in fact, be a passcode or a magic word of sorts. I was only able to determine this after I got more familiar with the language I'd been working on, thanks to crewman Affy. After that, we realized the only location we had left to go to was to the magical room, the magical moon, here on Dreep. I never pronounced that right. What is it?
I think that's right.
Okay. Dreep, which is a high mana moon, as you are all well aware. I'm sure crewman Affy can tell you it's a rather potent location. As we were approaching, one of the ruins here, the one we need to investigate for the cosmic key, supposedly, apparently has a, quote, zombie-looking motherfucker who has taken over the location. And though the locals, in association with some bounty hunters and the League of Laser Wizards, have been trying to eject them, this zombie-looking motherfucker has been casting death bolts at them, and then upon their death has been rising them as zombies. And
Captain, what does fucker mean?
It's a bad word.
Oh. Okay, why is Kenny saying it?
I am using it as a reference for purposes of making sure that I am telling the story accurately, as he was referenced by such over the comms in numerous occasions. In any case, he has been since sending his hordes of zombies to local settlements, and we need to find a way to stop that. The League of Laser Wizards, in conjunction with bounty hunters, thinks we may be useful for scouting out the location ahead of time and possibly dealing with this once reinforcements arrive. This is a rather sizable bounty. However, it involves a great deal of risk. And Kane will pull up the bounty chart, and I believe it's a 400,000 bounty to deal with this and, clear the ruins of these cultists. But obviously, this is one of the higher bounty points because, it's got a lot more risk involved.
Oh.
Well, I can do my best to make sure everyone's prepared and kept safe from the things that guy will be slinging. I don't know the exact spell he's doing, but I can at least make it so most of the worst supernatural stuff won't be hurting you.
Appreciate it,
That
Abby.
Yes, that would be much appreciated, Crewman Affy. Which I believe we need to update the database to give you a more fitting title than just crewman.
I don't think the ship has been having that formal of rankings, so...
Affy, do you want a new title? We can make you a new title if you don't like your title.
I mean,
I don't mind.
In fact, Captain, if we are on this subject, I do believe you should list someone as a second in command to make decisions for when you are unavailable should something happen.
Kane, wasn't that your job?
No, Captain. I am designated as the artificial intelligence of the ship. As such, I am not allowed to make decisions. And outside of the crew, no one would respect any authority I have.
Affy, do you want to be second in command?
Yeah. There's chances I might run into some problems with that later, but for now, sure.
That all sounds good to me.
Excellent. Preferences updated. Commander Affy has been upgraded from crewman. And you just see like a little pop-up on the screen where you're just like, your name is erased and it's, you got a commander title.
Fancy.
Yep.
Well, look at
Kane
that.
is
You've been promoted. William.
I wonder when I'll get promoted next.
Chief Engineer Nerd, I do not believe there is a title above you. You are as high as you go as far as the repairs and as far as maintenance goes within the crew.
Oh, but I want a new title.
What title were you thinking of, buddy?
I don't know. Junior Space Cadet?
How about Super Chief Engineer?
Ooh.
Do I get superpowers with it?
You already got superpowers.
I do?
You can change form and things.
Yeah.
I guess I do.
Yeah, you got abilities that many would call mighty super chief.
Mm.
Oh, that makes me happy.
Super Chief Engineer Nerd. I guess while we're on the subject, Captain West, Head Chef Bullet, would either of you like a title change?
I'm just fine with head chef. Thank you very much.
You don't mess with the title of captain.
I shapeshift into a superhero.
Good.
Mm-hmm. This is the way.
Super Chief Engineer Nerd is ready for action.
Always.
For adventure is just over the next event horizon.
I still think that's legitimately a really good line that I wish a show would use.
Mhm.
I'm literally pulling up the, part of Captain Blastoid where they say that at the end of the episode.
No, I meant in real life. I think someone should actually just use that line.
One of the two people watching this. Go. Make it real.
You know what, guys? Let's scrap the game for today. Let's actually brainstorm a new TV show and then pitch it to Warner Brothers or Nickelodeon.
Let's go.
Oh boy.
Yep.
I'm thinking about like a bunch of cowboys in space. They have a saloon. It's called the Moonshine. Seems really original.
Uh-huh.
We could
Sure.
we could pitch an episode where they go and fight zombies. Speaking of which,
God damn it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go fight some zombies.
Yep.
That'll be good gumbo.
So, your guys' part in this one is they're trying to do another big push to retake Fort Drep. Thing that you find out is anyone who can take out the lead of this cult and actually claim it is going to get 50% of the bounty, and the rest is going to be split among all participants.
Nice.
All right.
by my calculations, that is 200,000 credits, Captain. That would be enough to upgrade parts of the ship.
It is mighty generous.
We never did put in that skull cannon, did we?
You have
No.
not, in fact, installed the skull cannon yet.
We would have to take something out.
I really want to install the skull cannon, guys.
We'll
Nick,
need
I
to
might-
look at that in after this.
Nick, I don't know if I know the information we talked about yesterday in character yet.
I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but we'll figure it out afterward.
Yeah.
So, the thing that they asked your group to do after a discussion about what your capabilities fighting a lot of things are is try and go ahead, report on the movements of where this horde of zombies is headed. And see if you can't find a good way to get, a highly trained group of combat specialists into the fort without alerting the horde of zombies. So, given that, the real question is, how would you guys like to approach this?
An excellent question, truly.
Okay, so we have to go for stealth. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do we now?
I mean, stealth is.
I think that is the correct way to do this.
Well, is that only implying that so we have to get to this fortress? There's a bunch of guys in the way of the fortress.
Yeah, there's a bunch of zombies around it.
What if we just went to the top of it and ignored the zombies?
I don't know if we can get that high, but that is a good idea.
Yeah. Do you want to get that high?
A thing
You will recall
to remember is that they
There's
cannot
a
send
force
drones there because the fortress is currently warded by some nonsense spell that makes electronic eyesight real bad.
Oh yeah, that would not work well for me, would it?
Yeah, recall Chief Engineer Nerd. The optics on the ship, we almost crashed because the sensors were not picking up where ground was, but I was able to put us down safely. And when both you and I looked at it in, my various bodies, and when you looked at it, I'm just going to pull up the video on screen of your eyes starting to bubble as you described it.
I forgot I did that. I forgot I did that.
Nick, question. Is the magic resistance or the supernatural protection thing that I've worked up before, does that cover that type of effect, or would I need to make something else?
The magical thing that you worked up before is primarily for targeted effects. This is more like a giant illusion that happens to be on the area. That
Okay.
is it's an illusion that happens to be keyed in a way that normal people's eyes are fine and electronic sensors are not.
Okay, I'll need to look at doing something when we get into range for that then.
Also, Captain,
Yes?
well, I do believe if we are going the stealth approach, it would be best for me to take one of my smaller bike robot bodies. However, if things go south, I would like to have my tech body on hand.
That's reasonable.
It is not very stealthy, unfortunately.
Why don't you just stay in your tech body and we'll figure it out? Because I'm not particularly stealthy neither.
I can be stealthy. I'll be so stealthy.
Yep.
Okay, but remember what we just talked about.
Oh
So
yeah, the fact I can't
we gotta
see.
we gotta be careful about that.
Yep.
I don't think my tech's at the point where I can replicate organic functions.
That's okay.
Chief Engineer Nerd, are you capable of providing camouflage for yourself? Because one of my microbot bodies has that capability, and I am confident you could replicate it.
Well, yeah, I just can't see.
Once we are within the field,
No, I meant like theoretically, I suppose if I got advanced enough, I could probably rewire my innards so they function more like a biological system than an electronic system and probably circumvent the whole system. But I don't think I'm that developed yet.
That sure sounds like you knew what you were talking about, Super Chief.
Oh yeah. I guess it was just some latent memory planted in me. What are we talking about again?
I think we might have a plan.
I'm filing that away. It's something Kane is concerned about that we'll bring up later.
Mhm.
And we don't have time to get into all of that right now.
Yeah.
Unpack
Oh.
that tonight. But you rest assured, Wex, I'm unpacking that at some point.
Is he a bloodhound for everyone else's plot?
Yep.
He's been seeking it out. He's very obsessed.
It's the character I built this time around. You should see my little boards with string going from one person to another.
I'm so
I see
hyped
the
for it.
As Kane goes
I
full
see-
Ancient Aliens on everyone.
No,
I love
he's
him.
he's full Charlie Day on this one.
Charlie Day.
Don't forget, we just met one of my siblings who literally shoots web out of his butt. Like, I'm making a web more elaborate than that, so we're
Uh-huh.
good.
All right. So, is the current plan just vaguely stealthily walk towards the fort?
I think that is the plan, and I really hope somebody had a better plan, but that's the plan we got.
Like, Nick, I guess. Let me check a spell because I don't use this skill
I
often.
can't say this enough. I am a cowboy with my horsey. That's all I got.
Yep.
The horsey and this pistol.
I mean, I do have a spell that could let me potentially try to find a secret entrance to the fort.
I mean, that sounds helpful. But I'm not a magic expert, Affy. So you do what you see fit.
Well, yeah, and again, the problem is just me and Kane can't really like. We can be the stealthiest people here, but we can't get close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't exactly a twinkle toes neither.
Yeah.
So like,
The other thing, Nick, is what type of thing would I have to do to protect them from the illusion stuff or destroy it?
is the answer magic?
I think
The answer is definitely. So, destroying the illusion is going to require you to get into, like, toward the center of it.
Okay.
Let me just double check. So, it'd be Path of Magic to let them resist this more.
I mean,
All right, so Sean, the answer is you need to do a Greater Destroy under Path of Magic, and it will dispel the illusion within the radius around them that you name in the spell.
Okay. Oh, so they'd only see that far out.
Right.
Let me find the campaign book. I don't have. Can you send me the link for the campaign book again? That way I can see what the because the ranges are cost ranges are in the campaign book.
No, that's in the thaumaturgy. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. One
No,
minute.
the
I'm just going to
thaumaturgy
copy.
lists the duration, damage, and weight, but says for hey, when you're using range,
Here we go.
just take the range.
It's under the planets.
That is a statement I wasn't expecting to hear tonight.
Maybe a different night.
Maybe a different night.
It's under the planets. I would 100% expect to hear that from Nick if we're in space combat.
Yeah, I can probably easily give them both like an hour or two of the. Let's see, greater. You were saying greater destroy. So that's times 3. They are the larger on the weight side. For nerd.
Crewman Affy, if it makes
20,000.
sorry, Commander Affy, if it makes it easier for you just to handle the spell for Super Chief Engineer Nerd, I think I have a way to circumnavigate this.
It is true you can stick your real head out to to get rid of the problem.
I got it. I can give you guys at least 3 hours when we're heading out.
What AoE are you doing?
15 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Since you said greater, it's a times 3, so I couldn't go that much further for what was reasonable casting. That takes care of Nerd. And that takes care of Affy. I mean, out Affy, Kane.
Thank you.
Thank you kindly, Effie.
Mm-hmm.
And how large is the fort, roughly?
It's a military fort. It's pretty big.
I thought you said it was the size of the city.
There is a ruined city leading up to it.
So, is it larger than 2.84 miles?
No, it is smaller than 2.84 miles.
1.14 miles?
It's probably... Oh, I see what you're staring at.
Yes.
Okay, so the area of the illusion is closer to being like 10 miles.
Okay. I'm specifically asking for fort because of detecting secret entrances.
I'd say probably the 1,500 yard range is probably about the right one.
Okay, I will be, while we're walking closer to it, gathering the energy for that. It is not that complicated of a spell.
A note, in general, you're in a very high mana area. That means you passively have a +1 to mana rolls and for all of that. But any failure is a crit failure.
That is why I have luck.
Yep. Okay, so you guys are all... It sounds to me like you're mostly not stealth, actually doing that much stealth going forward, given Buttercup is probably coming.
I like my horsey.
Yep,
A man does not leave behind his horse.
it's true.
Okay, Nick.
Yep.
That is a pass by 8 on the sense secret doors for the area. It only covers purposely concealed. If it is for some reason naturally concealed, but this ritual simultaneously reveals the location of every secret drawer or concealed compartment within X of the caster, which was the 1,500 yards.
Okay, you're going to get a lot closer before that. Sorry. I thought you were testing it on a target. If it's on caster, that's a different story.
Okay, it's radiating out from me, so when we get closer.
Yep, okay. When you get closer, it will ping.
Okay.
Alright. So, going through, it's a lot of ruined city, which is to say, very ruined because this place was ancient and has an atmosphere. If you have seen there was a wall here thousands of years ago style European cities, that's mostly what you're getting.
Okay.
But there's a fair bout of vegetation that is overgrown part of it too, and that is the main thing that is giving you any amount of stealth.
Cool, awesome.
Yep. You end up finding a fair number of zombies moving around. Like, it's hard to tell how intelligent these zombies are. Right? Like, they're moving around. They seem to be moving around with some amount of intent, but like, they're doing better than a drunk walk, but not by that much. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They're on Tipsy Tuesday.
Right.
Well gone Wednesday.
Yep. And you take a fair bit of time just navigating this path. There's a couple of close calls that thankfully your two stealthy party members, based off how far away people can see, that Kane sticking his head outside of one of his bodies warns you, oh wait, no, there's a pack coming this way, there's a pack coming this way, everybody actually hide. Can I get a stealth roll from 3 players?
I'll do one. I'm good at that.
I think I do have stealth, Nick. Would you mind rolling it for me?
Let me go.
Make sure you're on my tech bot body because it adjusts my dexterity.
Yes, I'm getting your sheet reloaded up because I accidentally closed it like a fool.
Most sense as the third person to make a stealth roll.
Yep, one more of you besides the two who are actually trained in this needs to make a stealth roll.
I am trained in it. I'm just not good at it.
Being
That puts
trained
you
is
still
better
good
than
enough.
being Bola.
I have an 11, so I guess I'll go for it.
What's that affect stealth again?
Dexterity.
That
What does it take to increase dexterity?
Izzy, you passed by 7.
Cool.
I passed
Also,
Oh, go for it.
no, you say it first.
I got an 11, so that's a meet. So pass by 0.
That's great.
Wait,
I'm gonna be very tiny and stealthy, so I'm gonna have a very good roll right now.
Mm-hmm.
I hope.
In before 18.
Close. But I do think with my shifts, it's enough to pass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember where your stealth's at.
I can get myself pretty high between silence and size.
Yeah. It real.
Also, for anybody who's looking at Kane who is not nerd, because I will not do this if I'm in eyesight of him, you're going to notice my tiny little head poking out of my android mouth and looking around if I ever notice things are getting weird, and then pulling back in.
And boy, do things get weird here. Like, none of you have probably been in a high mana area this large before, but sometimes there's just energy in the air, and, well, that sure is an Aurora Borealis of fire about, 30 feet above our heads, or why is that wall emitting glitter?
I tried to touch things if no one stops me.
please don't.
Yeah.
Like,
Could I be rolling
No.
thaumatology or something?
The second thing, as you guys are going through, can I get a willpower roll from everybody?
Does magic resistance apply?
If you're sorry, everyone except for Affy, who is actually trained in only using mana when he wants to.
Do I
This
have
is just
mana?
this is just a normal will.
Just a normal will roll to not accidentally gather a bunch of mana.
How does this work for us machine people?
God damn it!
Nick?
You get a +2.
Okay.
Nick, Does mind block help me, and does my disadvantage hurt me?
Mind block does help you with this.
Does unfazable help me with this?
Nope.
Okay.
Wait, we get a +2 to this roll from Appy's charm, right?
No, this is not an enemy magic effect. This is, you are wandering through a place surrounded by energy. Did you accidentally grab some in your hand? Because you have no idea how to not do that.
Okay, I fail by 2.
I have really low will.
I surprisingly passed by 0.
I
Nice.
failed by a lot.
Nick, you need to roll for me and just apply whatever modifiers are appropriate.
Right. So King is fine. And Patton, can you just roll 3d6 for me?
Just 3d6?
Just 3d6.
Yeah, that's good. That's an 11. A very
Same
middling
for,
number.
Wex.
What?
Just roll
So Wex
3d6 for me.
I don't know how the magic system works, and I have fears.
I mean, yes, this is the reason why we're doing this, because you don't know how the magic system works.
Oh no.
This is your casting roll, I believe.
Yep, Wax, can you just roll 3d6 for me?
I barely know how my character works.
10.
Alright. We're gonna do nerd first, because it's less bad.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
I
good.
love that.
And so, nerd, I don't know, you've been walking for a while, there's a lot of zombies, there's weird stuff around. What came to your mind?
What? Captain Blasteroid shooting zombies on the planet of Necrosis.
Alright, so, like, nerd's just moving, and eventually, Affy catches this pretty fast when Nerd grabs a ball of mana without realizing it. He's moving his hand, and every time his hand moves, a Captain Blasteroid laser shot occurs. Just the sound. Like, he's not actually shooting lasers, but you just hear pew, pew, pew,
Adorable.
whenever Nerd moves his hand.
Very cute.
Ash, what was the captain thinking?
That's an excellent thought because most of the time head empty focus on task. I got nothing, man.
Well, I know
Versus
exactly
risk
what
both
happened
of
to the
these-
captain then. Head empty,
Okay.
focused on task. Give me a d6 roll.
I don't like any of this. 3d6s still?
1d6 this
Or
time.
just 1d6? What?
one.
Just one? That's a 3.
Alright, so, Captain's laser focused on task. One thing that happens is Captain's eyes are glowing his favorite color and shooting out, like, targeting laser beams now.
That's not great.
What is the
gotta
captain's favorite
decide
color for the record?
I need to decide this now, Nick. I didn't get this information.
What your
You already
favorite color
have
is?
that information.
I didn't think that was gonna come up this session. Damn. I'm gonna go with yellow.
Alright, yeah, so the
I
captain now
call- I
has
call it
yellow
a-
glowing eyes with, like,
Oh.
somewhat visible, like, when dust pops up, like, targeting lasers coming out of them.
So, can I talk them both into, like, gently letting go of that magic?
So the answer is, one, you should probably have the conversation about this happening.
Okay, Captain, Nerd, it looks like both of you managed to pick up some of the ambient magic of the area, if you haven't noticed.
That can happen?
Am I magic now?
Well, it is a thing of, I think, mentioned before on high mana areas that anyone can theoretically cast a spell, but
You
it's
said theoretically.
Can I cast a spell like you?
safe.
Alakazam.
No, please, nerd, don't.
Abracadabra.
If you don't have training, since you don't fully know necessarily what's going to be happening.
Nick, I try to cast a
Both
spell.
of you seem to have put together some just nothing dangerous now, but I think we're gonna have to talk through letting go of that mana gently.
All right,
and letting those
nerd.
spells unravel.
Please roll IQ -6.
Cool.
God damn it.
You did not tell me to stop this in an effective way soon enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to borrow more money for another body at some point, Captain, because I get the feeling this is just gonna go bad.
All right. That is a fail by 6.
God
Oh
damn
yeah,
it.
Got it done exactly.
Okay.
it's a crit.
On the plus side, it's not a double crit fail.
God.
Give me 3d6.
Okay.
Also, what was Nerd trying to do?
He wasn't really thinking too much about it, honestly. He just wanted to say magic words and make something happen.
Okay.
Make something happen.
Yep.
God damn it.
Yeah.
That is the monkey paw wish if I ever heard one.
13.
Oh boy.
I mean, that's not too bad. There's worst.
So we were stealthing on our way to the zombie horde, but then we blew ourselves up and the zombies came to us.
This is in fact likely what is about to happen, yes.
God damn it.
Hey,
I'm excited. Are you guys not excited? I'm excited.
I love the long pause. It's not at all ominous.
it's not at all ominous. I'm just staring at this table.
Team
One
Rocket's
fail.
blasting
Hey,
off
s-
again! On a couple cruise!
yeah.
Do we all teleport 20 feet to the left in the middle of a bunch of zombies?
I mean,
Give me a
that's-
will roll.
Who? Everyone?
No, just you. Just you.
Me? Oh,
Yep.
well,
Just for the
so bad
caster.
for me. Fail by 6.
So you see, like, Nerd waves his hand and something amazing happens in front of him, just like when Tilly made a Captain Blasteroid action figure. He sees it, like, Captain Blasteroid come up as a new golem, ready to go and fight and save the day.
This is amazing.
And he just like looks at you as like, "Come, cadet, we must save people from these terrible zombies." He goes running off, and everyone else does not see this.
Okay, Cap. Oh, actually, I definitely can do this. Sure thing, Captain Blasteroid. Nick, I'm going to shapeshift. This should be fun for everyone to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to ruin this, but it's too much fun. I am the chaos now. You see me take the superhero form, getting rid of all stealth, and 2 giant rockets pop up on my back.
Oh god.
Third, wait.
Nerd.
You're fucking XR from Buzz Lightyear's Star
Boom,
Command.
that's off! And I literally rocket away into the distance.
And see, what you notice when you're like, at this trying to stop it is Nerd cast a spell. He summoned a prankster spirit that's sitting on his shoulder, giving him illusions and whispering into his ear.
Great.
Okay, what school is getting rid of that?
Summoning.
Is that Path of Spirit or
Yeah, Path of
Crossroads?
Spirits.
What? Are you sure it's not Path of Crossroads?
Actually, let me go double check. Let me go double check the difference between those
Can you
two.
please?
I'm sorry for making trouble, guys, but this is really funny.
No,
Also,
go off.
I can use rockets, by the way.
It's definitely Path of Spirit.
In character,
What?
shame on you, Nerd. We're gonna have to
Okay,
hold
so
on.
this is Greater Destroy Spirit, I'm guessing.
Yep.
What else do I need to care about?
Spirit's rough size, which is tiny. So, this is a small spirit, just added energy 1 for size.
Okay, so 30 pounds, but above 10 pounds, less than 30.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and it's an opposed roll, but Nerd is definitely going to be jetting away for 5 seconds while you're doing this, and everyone's chasing after him.
Yep, so turns of gathering mana.
This is really funny, by the way.
It's like one of you is going to fail this. This is going to be what ruins stealth. It's going to be one of you, and we don't know who.
Are we all rolling stealth?
No, you are now chasing Nerd.
I see.
Drag yourselves into the top left of the map, everybody. Nerd, I will put you where you wind up when combat is joined.
All right, top left of the map. There we go.
Believe it or not, I'm flying around. I'm gonna fight some guys and feeling so free.
Zombie time.
Sorry. Isn't it at
Oh,
least
no,
more
it's
interesting,
zombies.
guys? It's at least more interesting, right?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's a stealth mission. It wasn't going to end well, you know.
This party was not a question of, are you guys going to mess up the stealth mission? It was, when are you going to mess up the stealth mission and how?
Exactly.
So little faith in us.
Look, I know what my stealth roll is. I don't have a stealth roll.
Yep.
Let me know when I'm in range to cast, I guess.
So here's the thing. This one's malediction. You just have a penalty based off how far away you are.
Don't I take the distance into account for my casting cost?
Nope. That's not how these spells work. It is either you just say that one and you take a -1 penalty per yard of distance, or you turn it into a missile that requires an aim roll to hit the target.
I thought my way is that I build the range into the casting cost.
That is so. It depends on what the spell is.
Also, Nick, tell me how many rounds of combat we do this for, because this does hurt me.
This is probably going to be like you do this for 2 rounds before Alfie goes, no. 1 minute. Nerd, did you drag yourself on?
Oh, sorry. No, I have not yet.
It might be more because I do not have a good roll for Path of Spirits.
Yep. So,
Oh dear.
for attack spells, Sean,
I actually had to spend luck just then when I was rolling to avoid botching.
Yep. But yeah, Sean, when you're doing spells like this, you basically get the choice of, am I doing it as a direct or indirect spell? Where direct, you point, it automatically hits, but you have a penalty on your opposed check. Or you can create a fireball that you have to hit the target with, as the 2 choices.
Yeah, but
We're never seeing Nerd again, is what this is saying.
I mean, the one that is
We'll
fireball
see
where I have
Nerd
to
in an
hit
hour.
doesn't include a range, but ones that seem to be the other person just rolls, range is included in the cost.
1 moment. Is this in Grimoire?
Well, I'm looking at examples in Grimoire from the difference between the fireball versus the call spell, or the
Okay, fireball versus which one?
fireball versus, let's see. Let me find one that is actually damaging, because that one was just Call Spirit. And I know that there is the ones of Nixie's Curse. Fireball versus Nixie's Curse.
Alright, let me go double check that.
Where Fireball, I believe, specifically mentioned is missile you have to aim to hit. Same with Air Jet. versus Nixie's curse, which is, hey, target fireball spells cause a wildfire that the caster can then throw at a target, does not have a range listed. Nixie's curse
okay.
a ranging cost and says if it can target any air breather within 10 yards.
I'm just going to double check that. Like malediction. Okay, sorry, never mind, Sean. You were correct there. So you would instead just do the range at time, and he would roll his willpower to resist.
Yep.
Should I roll?
Well, no, not yet. He hasn't finished casting yet. The zombies have noticed Nerd. Everyone add your initiative.
Yeah, but I'm flying.
How do we do initiative
I'm going
again?
to use one of the haste ones. Charms.
It is your basic
Captain.
speed, in your case, +1, Captain.
Thank you. I'm also.
Why can I not add you to initiative?
How do I?
Yeah, I can't add it either. I think only you can do that, Nick.
Oh. Oh, 1 minute then. I'm going to put everyone back after I add them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Aha, victory.
Izzy, do you remember what your initiative in this body is?
Nope.
Excellent.
I memorized all the things I need to roll. I did not memorize my stats.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my numbers are either 11 to 13, so...
Fair enough, fair enough.
I'm burning a haste charm for this fight.
I mean, yeah.
I need to catch up.
Why
to the
wouldn't we?
The magic supernatural resistance stuff lasts for about an hour, I believe is what I said. So
Yep. All right. While you guys
on
figure
whether or not
that,
you want to activate that now or wait until we actually get to the enemy caster.
yep. I'm going to use the bathroom while you guys get these in.
I mean, my thought would be wait on the off chance that they don't do magic.
Hey, guys, sorry, not sorry about this.
Don't be.
Again, it's fine. This
Yeah.
was inevitable.
It really was.
Yeah.
I need to ask Nick if I still have bullshit going on and how that affects me in combat. But we'll find that out together.
How long do you keep your trauma for?
Yes.
I'm the eyes. The eyes. I'm not traumatized over this. We both fucked up a roll. Remember? We both did magic.
Oh yeah,
You just did extra magic on top of it.
that's true. I did.
So
Well, he did extra magic that he wanted to do,
yes,
which is key.
yes, true, very true. But I don't think the effects of the other things have gone away, and I'm wondering if they will have negative effects during combat or not. I'm not currently traumatized. Depending on how this night goes, I will. We may trigger my trauma once more.
Trauma.
All right.
Trauma.
Yay, drama. You guys can
No,
see
wait.
yourselves. Bulla and Nerd, I need your initiatives.
Oh, right.
Oh, right, yeah.
Let me go just double check Kane. Where did you calculate this?
It should be on the first page where there should be basic speed on the left.
Okay, never mind. I see. Value is 5 even. That's why I couldn't figure out where it was. That looked like points. Never mind. I can read. Everything is fine.
Nothing bad ever happened.
Mm-hmm.
Please be better.
All right. Let us sort. Where Captain goes first.
Do I have any
Shock.
disadvantages from the fact that my eyes are glowing?
No.
Okay,
You
cool.
have stealth penalties.
Okay, fair enough. Do we have a combat map, or we
Yeah.
just?
Look, over in the lower right is a horde of zombies that Nerd is currently rocketing to.
Okay, cool. I I am correct in that my pony moves 12 spaces, right?
So your pony goes first turn can move 12. Second turn can move like between 0 and 24 because it's accelerating.
Oh, okay. This hasn't really come up before. So I'm just gonna move 12 paces to nerd, and I don't. Should I shoot things first? For fun and profit, the questions we have to ask ourselves. I'm gonna first move.
Can I be riding
I think
on
I'm
back
just
of
gonna
first
move.
as normal for combat?
What? Eh, 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 eh. I imagine Nerd is in the air, and therefore I can't just join him. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nerd is currently
So
in the air.
I'm gonna be dramatically riding very close to him. Giddy up. And Affy, I believe we have set the precedent of you're normally on my horse. Would you like to be on my horse in this case?
Yep.
Cool, excellent. That's my turn, baby. Giddy up.
Yep.
So how high up is Nerd away from me?
Nerd, how high up are you flying? Blastoid with a jetpack is there with you.
I mean, I'm flying wherever he's flying. I'm flying on level with him.
This is mostly a question for you, your illusionary Captain Blastoid. How high would he fly?
I probably. We're not talking like super, super high up, but high enough that we could see most of the field.
Oh, I just realized a thing. Nerd, give me an IQ roll, and that will determine how high up you are.
Okay. I actually passed that one. No, I don't. I failed by one. I lie.
Okay, so the answer is Nerd is about 20 yards up, which means he has no idea where up and down, like where things are by sight anymore.
Oh, my beautiful baby boy.
I saw that coming too.
Oh dear.
Your eyes are bubbling again.
Are they?
They're not bubbling. You just there's a sphere of like nonsense around him, and he doesn't really see anything else. He still knows where down is, though, because down has gravity.
I mean, I feel like I'd ask Captain Blastoid if we should go down or not, because it's hard to see.
Captain Blaster is going to say, Cadet, do you see any problems at down? Otherwise, our mission is forward.
Oh, that makes sense. Forward we go.
Okay.
And we've lost Nerd forever.
This was a normal effect, not a greater one, correct?
The banishment would be a greater. Let me actually double check. But I believe that'd be greater under the examples given. Yes, but just straight banish right now would be greater.
Well, I have rolled a pass by one for that.
Okay.
And that is eating a shit ton of mana.
Don't you get it right back?
Not in combat when I'm having to spend for my actual pool.
It's high mana area. Doesn't it auto refill you after a casting?
Sorry, Sean, I lost you for part of that.
I am casting pass by one. I already rolled. I had to spend luck.
There's going to be a wave of magic, and the spirit that is creating this illusion around Nerd is going to vanish, so he's going to, like, look away, look back, and Captain Blastoid's gone.
Captain
Nerd,
Blastoid,
you need to come down.
Nerd!
Also, Nick,
can I hear you guys?
With high mana areas, does everything just come back? I forget.
Yes, your mana just comes immediately back.
Okay. That is less bad.
Alright, but first, it's zombie time.
Can I even hear them?
It only affects sight, correct?
No, that's
Yep.
not what I mean. Look where I am.
Actually, you probably can't because you have rocket thrusters that are loud.
Wee.
I'm still screaming for my boy.
Oh dear.
Okay,
dear.
sound amplification used on turn to shout loud enough.
All right, it's Bulla's turn.
All right. I mean, I'm just gonna dash forward, and that's really all I can do here. So,
Yeah, I'm usually your ride here, aren't I?
yeah, but it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We gotta
There you
get
go.
Buttercup a
Done.
wagon.
Carry on.
I'm assuming that TechBot is also going to just dash forward.
Are there any zombies immediately around us?
They are 30 yards forward.
So none are within easy reach of us, correct?
Nope.
Okay. Full round action. Draw my shield so that way I can put it in front of us and then keep pace with Bulla if possible.
You can keep pace with Bulla.
Okay.
All right.
Then yeah.
Nerd, there's no Captain Blasteroid, and you can't see.
Down we go. Maybe drop below the cloud line.
All right. Straight down we go.
Well, not straight
Nerd,
down.
Nerd, what's your
Like,
speed?
I don't know. Rockets.
Like, what is your normal move speed?
Oh, I don't move any faster.
You move it double your. I believe it's double your normal move speed, but I'm going to double check.
Okay, if it's double, then it's 9.5, I believe, for the doubled.
Yep, it's doubled.
Okay, so 9.5.
So you forward and down. You can see the ground again. You can see the ground again, but just barely only the ground.
Oh, all right. And there's still no sign of Captain Blasteroid?
So no sign of Captain Blasteroid.
All right, well, that's all I can do this turn.
All right, Captain West.
I feel like I'm just keeping pace with Nerd. That's it.
Okay.
Giddy up.
If you go right under him, then Nerd will suddenly be able to see the captain underneath him.
I'll do that. Let's go.
Oh, hey, Captain, did you see Captain Blasteroid?
Nerd, you gotta come down here.
Can I hear them?
No, you hear. Actually, wait. Do you have You don't have your special hearing up. No, you do not.
I have, it is all in rockets, baby.
Only rocket. Affy?
Okay, in a school that I'm actually good at, gather mana, cast projecting voice to shout at Nerd that Nerd, you trapped yourself in an illusion effectively a moment ago. Captain Blasteroid wasn't there. You need to come down and rejoin the group.
Oh.
Sorry, Nerd, but this is why you need to be careful and not try to cast spells when you do not know what the spells do.
Okay. Well, I can't go anywhere this turn.
No. But first, it's zombie time again. As they
Amble.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. These are fast zombies.
Oh, fuck. How dare you give us speedy zombies?
Yep. Bola?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna run forward again.
Right.
There we go. Go ahead.
Alrighty. We're going to get just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep it pace. Nerd, are you just going straight down?
I mean, I'm not gonna crash.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright, Nerd has hit the ground.
and I guess I turn off the jets at this point so I don't keep killing myself.
Mm-hmm.
How many rounds of flying was that? 4?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the jets kind of hurt me to use, guys. Where do you think I get the fuel for it?
Oh, baby tired.
Boy.
See, if I was at 30 more, if I could just use wings, this wouldn't
Yep.
be a problem.
Alright. That was Nerd. It's Captain's turn.
What's the penalty for hitting the guy in front that's 17 meters away?
17 is -5.
Okay, -5. Cool. I no longer have to worry about the child, so I have one thing I can do now.
Mhm.
Cool. That is getting hit by the hinder bullet.
Alright, what does the hinder bullet do?
It's a normal bullet, and then it's a -2 move and dodge. And the normal bullets that we have, I have the stats of that's 4d6 + 1, which I will roll.
Mm-hmm.
So 20, and then the secondary effect of -2 move and dodge.
Okay. I'm gonna put that as slow. It's gonna try rolling. Oh, look, it's a zombie. So, a relevant thing occurs, which is that zombies doesn't have armor.
Makes sense.
Trying to remember, is there a PI plus or plus plus on this bullet?
It's PI ++.
PI plus plus? So, the thing you get, remember, there is a cap on how much damage something can get equal to its HP. And then your wounding modifier applies. Boy,
Okay.
did that blow up a significant portion of that zombie that is still going strong.
I don't like that.
Nope. Affy.
Let's take the fact that this is either going to go really poorly for me or work out fine and keep casting, I guess. Rain of Fire. 5 yards out from this spot, Rain of Fire for 3D seconds. That is. I'll just post the thing.
Yep. How I circle? Is this house circle? That is not house circle. Is this house circle? That is also not house circle.
You have to hit Alt to circle.
Like that, Sean?
Yeah.
All right. Let me go take a look.
Be back.
5 yard radius.
So it lasts for 3D seconds, and it does 3D damage a second to things in the area if they don't have cover.
Which they don't. So roughly there.
Yep. 11 seconds, I guess, and 11 damage for this turn. Burning, if it matters.
It probably does, but not substantially. I just have to update zombies.
Take your time. Zombies
Yeah,
have many things.
This is the one fight where I theoretically cast like a normal GURPS caster.
Yep.
Because, I don't have to spend like 50 rounds gathering the energy, and also because I just can go, yeah, no, let me cast and spend for my stuff and then recover it instantly.
Yep.
and cast things that are like the, yep, this eats up every one of the energy reserves I have.
All right. Yep. And the zombies have gone. It's now Bola's turn, and they're now getting close.
Bulla went AFK for a minute.
And that the lead two are within your 10 meter. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. This one was hindered, so it is back there. And the lead two are very within Bola's range.
Bulla went AFK.
Oh. I can give him a little bit.
Between the two AoEs, we'll hopefully kill them.
Well,
Also, FYI, Nick, you did skip my turn last round, where I assume you just thought I was keeping pace. I would have also wanted to fast draw my pistol with my weapon mount.
oh, yeah, sure. That's fine.
Can you roll that for me while we're waiting for Bola anyway to see if I have retroactively drawn my gun?
You rolled a 14.
Which I believe is my skill. You can double check. It's either a 14 or a 13. If I failed, I would just full attack.
Your fast draw, according to this, is an 11.
Oh, well, that's crap then. All right, well, can I take a full round action then and move and draw?
No.
Nope.
You
okay.
can all out to move half and draw.
No, I'll just try fast drawing again, depending on what Bola does this turn.
Let me just go double check what the failure on fast draw is. I believe that one is one of the ones that actually has what?
No, there is none. That's one of the advantages to it. I threw my sword previously because it was always.
You just draw your weapon normally that turn, so you did not move.
Okay, so you know what? I'll do a full attack action, move, and draw then.
Okay. I'm back.
All right. It is your turn, and there are things within your range.
Are there now?
Yeah.
Uh,
The lead two zombies.
They'd be fast.
10. No, I think. Oh, yeah, I see. With the AoE, they will be.
Yep.
But that's going to be what, like a +4, something like that.
10 yards is a -4. Yeah.
-4. Yeah. That's not great. Yeah. That'll put me at 10. You know what? Sure, I'll aim for it and see what happens.
All right.
So this will be a 10 total now. +4, -4. No, that's a fail by 6.
Ziggy, give me a D6 to see what direction did Bola send that off into.
Oh boy. 5.
Yay, spread.
All right. Yep. You send it over here, which means nothing got hit.
All right. Fair enough.
It happens. And now it is the turn of TechBot.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, since I now have the pistol in hand, can I move up to be just in front of Bola and full attack action just so I can get a shot off as well?
You do not have
So
enough
half
movement for that.
I don't have enough movement for shooting. Okay. Can I just get up to be a little bit ahead of Bola, or do I not?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I'll just do that so I have shield in front of the person who I can help.
Yep. And now it's Nerd's turn. And Nerd, there's a bunch of zombies coming.
Oh, I'm not really well positioned for this fight. How scary do they look?
Well, this front one's missing half its torso.
Okay.
They're running pretty fast.
28 days later, rage zombies.
I don't really know what to do here. I'm going to be honest. I'm not battle shifted well because I made rockets.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the question:
Let's
Is
spend
Nerd
time shifting again.
Yeah,
Also, if either of these get knocked back into the red circle, they take damage.
I can't really shift in combat.
is Nerd afraid of zombies? This is a thing we've never experienced before.
Yeah.
Since you're ill-equipped to deal with them and they're approaching fast.
I don't know. Nerd doesn't usually get afraid of most things.
Have you even seen a zombie movie?
Probably not,
That's a good
actually.
question.
Just the dumb zombies and Captain Blasteroid.
Yeah, so probably not that scared.
The
Yeah.
Halloween episode, yeah.
You're not supposed to be this fast.
I guess I'm gonna just. I guess can I like prepare an attack or anything?
Yeah, you could ready an attack to hit whichever zombie gets closest.
I think that's actually, can I ready a grab?
Yes.
I'm gonna ready a grab.
Only robots can grapple zombies.
Anybody can grapple zombies. You just have to want it enough.
Yeah, that is true.
I would not recommend that course of action.
It's not recommended, but anyone can do it.
It's like saying anybody can eat rocks. Like,
Anybody can do
sure.
magic here.
I mean,
Anybody
that's what salt is.
can eat rocks. Not everybody can digest them, but anybody can eat rocks.
You can
Yep.
eat
I
rocks
mean, what
at least
about
once.
salt?
All right,
I
Captain.
hate everything about this. I'm gonna do a quick reload so that I have better things in my bullet chamber. Yahtzee, we got him, boys.
Yup. Cowboy
Did you
coming
roll
through.
cowboy? Did the captain just
Uh,
roll cowboy?
I always roll cowboy. If given the option, I roll cowboy.
Yep.
Gideon.
So I can do that as a free action. So then I'm gonna shoot the one that doesn't have like half its face. Wait, I'm doing from Buttercup. That doesn't have half its face off. That's 12 meters.
Which is a -4.
So -4. Okay. And that is very good. And I am using a normal knockback bullet.
Time for yeet.
So normal damage is 16, and then I don't actually know how I roll for yeet.
Yeet is a multiplier on normal damage.
It's CR 0.25.
Yep.
Should I double that?
0.25 is correct. However, these don't have armor, so it takes the 12 damage and gets knocked back into the fire.
Yay! This is like the other time that we did this nonsense, but better because it's not people who can scream still.
They can scream. They're just screaming in rage.
Yeah, it's different. It's
It's
different.
They are
different.
rage zombies.
Yeet.
Yep. All right. Affy, first off, roll damage for fire.
15 burning damage.
That's a pretty good amount of burning damage.
How much HP does each of these zombies have?
A lot.
You said no DR.
Yeah, but they're zombies. They
You
probably
actually
think
have to bring them down to the point where their bodies start failing. They're already dead.
Nobody can do a headshot.
I am going to take aim.
Okay.
Hold off on casting for a moment.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. That was the zombies. Now it's Bull's turn.
All right. Time to throw another grenade.
Mm-hmm.
This right in the middle of here, because I think that'll get a bunch of them.
Yeah, because you have a 2-yard radius, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll get a lot of them.
All right, and I am how far away?
By the power of yeet, they've bunched up.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Let's see. Okay, I'm 7 away, so what's my modifier?
7, I believe, is -3. Yep, 7's -3.
Okay. So this will be 11 for the DC then. Hey, pass by 1.
All right, give me
Oh, yeah.
damage.
All right. I forget what my damage is. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. Toxic. 5d6 damage. Cyclic. All right, 13 damage to everybody in that 2-yard radius.
Yep, and I'm just gonna also give them the splat of they take periodic damage from you.
Yep.
That guy who was in front's looking real bad now.
I bet. All right, that's all I got.
All right, next up is 5. What's up, Kane?
What's the distance between me and the zombie in the far back?
Furthest back, 11 meters.
Okay, what's the penalty on that?
-4.
Okay, I think I'm going to aim with my gun and call that my turn.
I will note, Izzy, the frontmost zombie is 2 away from you.
Okay. Okay, I guess I will shoot the one that is 2 away from me.
Yep. Your heavy laser pistol?
Yeah, have him make an HT check. My guns are defaulted to dazzling, and I forgot to switch them.
That is actually irrelevant.
But the fact that it's that I use that type of gun,
Blinding.
blinding doesn't matter.
Nope.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
then.
they're zombies. They don't need their corneas or anything.
Yeah, those are
Okay.
pretty rotted out.
Okay, well, I guess I need to spend my next turn switching my gun.
Yep.
Okay. Fair enough. That's my turn.
All right. Yeah, as Kane goes, oh no, he doesn't care.
Kane attempts the non-lethal approach, but they're already dead, so I don't know where this falls on his spectrum.
Free game, baby. Meat for the pot.
It's
All right, nerd.
spoiled.
Nerd, your turn came around again.
Okay. I can't
Nope.
move and attack at the same time, right?
You have to all out to do that. Or you're rolling
Uh,
against 9 to hit.
I think I'm still best just saving an action to grab the first zombie comes at me, though. What zombie looks the least damaged?
Go to
Or
the back.
the least likely to set me on fire if I grab him.
Oh, they all are partially on fire.
Well, I also get set on fire if I grab them.
You have enough DR that you don't care.
Okay. Then I will not worry about it. I'm just going to wait here and make a grab against the first one that shows up.
Sounds great. Captain.
I would like to shoot the one in the back. That's 13, so that is -4, right?
13 is, yep, -4.
Okay.
Are you yeeting him back into the fire?
You know it, baby. Yeah, we are, baby.
Yo.
So that's 16 and CR 0.25.
Back into the
You
fire
stay
it
in
would
there.
be.
You stay in there.
Think about
Abby
what
has
you've
a
done.
spell up.
Yep. Speaking of turns, it's Affy's turn.
Okay. I was thinking of aiming and shooting while I spent a little bit more time gathering mana, and I'm realizing that because of how many they are, it is probably better for me to just keep set it to just create another fire.
Okay.
Your Aiden is showing through.
I mean, I don't really have another built spell up for this because I'd need to spend time thinking about it. Like, I'm looking at the example spells to see if there's a good one for this for me to grab. And, like, the only other thing that I can think of is giving them all the the hemophilia trait of they're more likely to bleed out, which I don't think applies here.
Nope.
No.
And
I believe the
so,
log sensor stopped running.
yeah, so I'm not seeing a good.
No, just set up several rings of fires, and then we'll just like lead them through them all.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down,
Like,
down,
there's
down.
stuff that could be potentially more targeting for, like, individual ones, which maybe I'll try to figure out a good way of doing that with the body school. But, like, at the moment, I'm looking at what are pre-built spells in the system I can use.
Yep.
Use Fine Whip. Use Grass Thorns.
And, yeah, that's going to be another range of fire, this one lasting only 8 seconds. But the damage from the first circle is 10, and the second circle is 13.
All right. Yep. That some of them are looking pretty low.
And the center for that one is gonna be here because I don't want to be hitting the party with it.
You do not want to light the party on fire. So like that.
So I'm. Yep. I mean, I feel like they should be at half move at this point.
Doesn't matter.
They don't care for their flesh forms.
Yep.
That's rude of them.
It
Not
really
really,
is.
not
It really is. All right, nerd. One of them's coming up and trying to hit and trying to swing at you.
Okay.
You get your ready to action to grapple it.
I'm going to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Go,
I
little
don't have-
baby boy, go.
All right. I don't know how strong these guys are.
I'm hoping not a lot.
Well, that is exactly my wrestling. So that hits, I guess.
Yep. You have grappled it. Well, it is pretty strong, but it mostly just wants to try and break you.
Well, it may find it has some trouble with that. I hope.
It hits you for 11 crushing damage.
Okay. Don't I just soak that?
You take 1 point.
Cool. All right. So these zombies maybe not very effective against me,
I wasn't expecting them to be.
which is good.
I'd be really worried if they were.
Because now I can.
Right, the next one is trying to do this to Kane.
I will attempt to block. I believe my block is at a 12. Can you check that? It should be on the base cover of the sheet, far right side.
That looks about correct, but you also rolled a 5, so it doesn't matter.
I will shield bash them back. Thank you so much. See you in a few.
Another one on Kane.
Another one on Kane. Correct me if I'm wrong. The 5. No, wait. 5 is not a crit. I will attempt to dodge. I think my dodge is at 11 because of my shield.
I'm seeing 8 right now. Oh, never mind. You do not have your shield bonus filled out.
Of the shield, yeah. So it should be 11.
Okay, so you dodged because of your shield, which means your shield's gonna take a hit, which has deal 30. It's gonna take 1 point of damage. Oh well, whatever.
Nerd will fix it later. I'm fine with that.
One of them's coming up after the captain.
Hello.
I would attempt to superimpose myself, but I'm nowhere near the captain.
You are nowhere near the captain.
Oh, no, you're not. Can I do a dodge action?
You can do a dodge.
Yay. I do a dodge.
Succeed?
Yeah.
All right, another one's coming up after that.
Okay. Is it close enough to hit or no?
No, the others, you all were just barely outside of that entire wave getting to you.
Cool.
All right, Bola, you're in a target-rich environment.
Yes, I am. I'm going to aim for I think like right around here. So I'm
Yep.
not hitting anybody else.
Yep.
Actually, wait, Nerd and Kane, you're not affected.
Nerd and
by
Kane
that.
are immune to toxic damage. They're machines.
All right, then I'll go over here then, because that.
Yeah,
then
go for it, man.
Yeah. All right. So right there. So let's see.
Also, reroll damage on the ones that are currently suffering.
Oh yes, of course. Yes, of course. They take 18 toxic damage.
That's pretty good. The ones in front of Nern and Kane are barely up now.
Okay. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna go.
And those ones they're still in the fire since they're on the line, right?
Not really. They need to be actually in the thing. I'm not drawing this super accurately, but I'm choosing to believe you are giving your teammates at least 1 yard away from the fire.
Yeah.
And then that one dies.
Yay!
All right. So I'm gonna aim right here, so that should get all 4 of these folks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I'm 3 meters away, so my penalty is what?
3 meters. I believe that's a -1. Yeah, that's a -1.
Okay, so up to 13. Or I could still fail by 1.
Oh, that might be bad. Give me a d6 check, a roll.
Oh boy. 4.
Okay, so you threw it past, which you whiffed it rather than hitting yourself, the captain, and Affy with it, which is where you want to be.
Okay, so where does it land?
It lands right where I'm paying.
Here? Okay, so it still hits this guy then.
Yeah, it still hits the one that's in the fire. That guy's almost certainly dead.
Okay, yeah, I won't hit anyone else though. All right, so that guy is going to take 16 toxic damage.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, Kane's turn.
I believe I have to spend my turn to switch my heavy blaster pistol from dazzling to energy weapon.
That is correct.
That's my turn.
Nerd's turn.
Okay, can I move while grappled?
No.
No? Not
You
at
don't
all?
have the strength to carry the zombie with you.
What?
You don't have the strength for that right now.
At all?
Your strength 12 still, right?
And I'm strength 15, man.
Okay. The zombies are currently strength 18. You're not able to actually move it. You'd have to do another turn to, subdue it first.
Oh, okay. Even though they're not, resisting?
Resisting?
Well, he's not resisting the grapple, right?
He did not try to break the grapple, he tried to hurt you.
Okay, I mean, so I still can't move him even with him just trying to hurt me?
So what I'm saying is you can make a strength check to try and move him, but that would be the turn. You cannot freely move.
What if it's not... I'm trying to be very subtle. Hold on, I'm just going to text you because I'm trying to be coy about this.
Yeah, text me what the thing is.
I want to do that.
No, that you can do.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So I'm allowed to do that while still keeping the grapple. That I can do, right?
Yes, you can. Give me a dex check for that.
That's
Actually,
reasonable.
Yeah, I think give me straight dex for this one.
Okay. Boy, I hope I succeed at this. It'll be really funny if I do. What happens if I fail it?
You might be going into the fire.
Not you know what? This is fine either way. I succeed exactly.
Nice.
All right, what you doing?
I rocket straight up with the zombie.
Nerd and this zombie are now up in the air.
What does it take to drop?
Next turn, you can just freely do that.
Yep. That. So, I removed a zombie, guys.
Yep. Captain?
Do I just use my current bullet loadout, or do I try to hit the thing so that it enters the... Yeah, no, I'm gonna try and... This is how it's... So let me just rearrange my bullets. Yeah, we're good. I'm going to move just slightly so that I have a better angle,
Mm-hmm.
and at the same time shoot this guy. So I don't think I have penalties.
Nope, no penalties.
He's right
Is this
there.
guy the big one right here?
Yeah, the one that still has decent health left.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna shoot him,
Bang.
and I shoot him.
Yep.
And that's 16, and then CR 0.25 knockback effect
Into the fire with the.
into the feet.
All right.
I'm here for the bits.
Yeah, we're here for the bits. Affy, give me your fire damage roll.
Yep. 1 sec. Yeah, I somehow switched tabs while I was typing.
Terrible.
Only 8. That was shit.
Yep.
It's free damage.
It's free damage. And now Affy gets to do something.
I'll shoot the nearest up zombie.
That would be this one. The one that is nearer is with Nerd, 8 yards in the air.
Yep. Okay. That should hit.
Yeah, that hits. It's dead. They're still moving, but these ones have had enough of their body destroyed that they're basically torsos with one arm.
Yeah.
All right. Then here, we're going to go from south first. Bulla.
All right.
Zombie coming after you.
All right. Let's see. What do you need from me? Oh, just a dodge.
A defense. You're being attacked.
A defense. I'm pretty sure that is.
Actually, you're being all attack that's doing extra damage.
All right. All right. So I need to roll under my dodge. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is gonna suck. Yeah, this is gonna suck. All right. Why did I roll 46 there?
46 is the wrong number of d6.
Oh, cool. Even worse.
Yep.
So that's a fail by 7.5.
All right.
How did you fail by a half?
My dodge is 8.5.
It rounds down for the value.
Oh, okay. 8. Great. So only failed by 7 then.
Yep. All right. Well, they low roll damage, but it did all out attack.
Okay.
So that is 14 crushing damage.
Ow.
Jeez.
Yeah,
And that's
that
a low roll?
It all out
Well, I
attacks,
have 2
increasing
health
its
left.
damage.
Well, I have 2 health left.
Well, so Ziggy, I'm just going to open your sheet to double check your armor. Because your DR does apply.
Oh, okay. Then hold on.
But you're going to be your low number on your DR.
So 5.
Yep.
Okay. Well, okay. I have 7 health left.
Yep.
Still not enough to take another hit from those things.
You have a healing charm, remember?
All right. How? Right. I have to use that as an action, though, right?
Yep. Yeah, you have to use it on your action. All right, and then these two are going to be all attacking Kane.
That's fine. I believe I can block and then dodge. Attempt. Roll them for me.
And then there's going to be a third one that's also attacking Kane. Because he's currently in the front.
A second block, I guess.
You cannot block twice. All right, block succeeds. Else.
How did I do?
Block succeeded, dodge failed.
Nick?
Can you hear me?
Anybody?
Izzy?
I think we lost him.
Hello?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
type that in the chat. Oh, okay. No, we're good.
I'm good. Okay, sorry. What happened? Did I get hit?
Your block succeeded. Your first dodge failed. Rolling damage now.
Okay, and
That is what?
What about my DR?
So that is you're going to get hit for 19 crushing damage, but your DR just applies because of how that works.
Yeah. Robot, yeah.
Yep, you're a DR-15, so you just get hit for 4. I'm just going to do that on your icon.
Sure.
And then a third attack's coming in.
Double block again because block is higher.
You cannot. You may only block once per cycle.
Okay then. Then I guess that will be the dodge again, which is lower, but whatever. There's no point in not dodging.
Yep. Okay, you did manage to dodge this one.
Yay!
Mm-hmm. All right. Then the one fighting nerd. As yeah, well, you and him just do straight damage to each other. He's all outing.
I mean, yeah, I can't dodge. I need
Yep. Nerd 19 damage.
let's see. I actually
So that's
take some damage.
4 and then 1 through blunt trauma.
He has hard DR because we're robots. That doesn't. doesn't
Crushing still can do 1 through 10 points.
Oh.
Only crushing can.
So a total of 5?
Yep.
Ow.
And then this one going after the captain, all outing. Captain?
Oh no. Oh no. May I do a dodge?
You may do a dodge.
Yay. Does my dodge only goes down during a turn, right? Or
It reset because a full turn has gone.
Okay, that is the question I was trying to ask. Thank you. Pass by 2.
And you're good. You have dodged the Zambi.
Yay!
All right, Bola.
Oh boy. Let's see. Do I heal?
First off, I'm just gonna knock out all the ones that are gooped and not knocked out.
Right. Yep, 5d6. Go for it.
Yep, that one's gooped.
I believe you can heal for free, right?
Oh, it's not an action?
It is a free action on your turn.
Oh, okay. How much do I heal for? Just 3d6 something?
You'd have to double check the charm.
Sean?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Healing charm. How much is in the healing charm?
I think it is 2d6
2d plus 2.
But...
Yeah, no, that's what it says.
2d6 plus 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright, so great. Heal for 10. Very nice.
And I believe actually for Ziggy that's doubled because his health is that high.
Yes.
Alright, so 20. Hot diggity. Back up to full. Good stuff. Alright, then in that case, I'm going...
How does that work? Also, Ziggy, what is your total health?
20.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and toss a grenade right around here. Actually, let's make it here.
All right, so right there.
Yep, right there. So +1 net again, or -1 net rather. Well, no, +3 net. But yeah.
Yep.
My understanding is healing at high health levels is doubled so that it gets a buff.
Yes. All right. You hit on target, so that one kills this guy, and give me damage for the other one.
Okay. 16.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
All right.
Get him.
That's me done.
That's you done. All right. It's Kane's turn. He is still fairly surrounded by a zombie.
Oh no.
I mean, only 2 left.
It's true. 3. Kane, are you with us?
But that is nerds,
It's only
right?
2
Or
surrounding
no?
Kane, though.
Yeah. That one's with nerd. Kane, you're breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So what Kane is going to do is I'm going to look at these zombies and say, I apologize, but you've already expired. You should no longer be alive. And, a tear will just drip from his eye as he, points the gun straight at the zombie in front of his head and just pulls the trigger.
Mhm.
I'm not going to call shot. Oh, what is called shot head?
I believe that's a -7. I'll double check.
That seems incredibly high for a head.
Heads move quickly.
Okay, fine. I'll just aim normally and pull the trigger and
Yep,
go all over it.
-7 for call shot head, and yeah, you clearly hit. With a laser, you probably can eat that -7, but it don't matter.
Yeah. I guess roll damage. I believe the heavy gun is 2d6 or is it 3d6?
It is 4D and rate of fire 10.
Yeah, well.
For full birth, that is a dead zombie right there.
I look at him and just like, I am sorry, but you should not be alive. And you just see a single tear as like Kay just like repeatedly pulls the trigger and the thing is just cut to shreds.
Yep. I'm just going. Nerd is going to be able to just drop his zombie, which is going to kill that one.
Yay! And then
Yay.
I am going to heal too.
Sounds good. And I'm just going to say the captain and Affy, between the two of them, can finish off that one that's on them.
I was gonna ask, do you want to go through this?
No.
We both know how it ends.
No,
If
I need to
only
use the
do both of
bathroom so
us
you guys can
horrendously fail our roll to shoot.
making you do
Hey,
that.
I'm
I'm going to go use the
roll under a 21 when I do cowboy nonsense with my gun.
Technically, you can still roll an 18.
Yep, 17 and 18 are still failures.
That is true. I'm just saying, those are the only times in which there is failure.
Right. But I'm going to use the bathroom while you guys can react in character to what just happened.
Okay, everyone, you need to be careful while we're in the high mana area to not cast spells if you are not trained.
Alfie, can you go over how we don't cast spells? Because I thought, personally, I don't think at any point in time I was trying to cast spells. My eyes are still glowing yellow, for the record.
Okay, so going to talk through not drawing an ambient mana, which is usually not the thing you have to avoid. But we'll walk through that.
I'm gonna be real honest with you. I'm not sure if my guy gets it. He has a very small area of expertise.
I actually listened very closely because I feel a little ashamed of what happened.
Aw. You good, nerd?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I
It's
caused a lot
fine.
of trouble.
Mistakes happen, but we need to be careful.
Do not feel bad. Super
chief.
nerd. Super chief engineer nerd. It is not your fault. This moon was most likely altered to have this by the, I want to say primordials, but I forget if that's what the things were called. Because I'm not near the notes. Because I believe they must have had a use for a mana level of this height. So, if anything, it is not your fault, but it is merely how this place was fabricated that is to blame.
Oh, I feel better now. Man, it's great not to feel responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the lesson I wish to impart.
I've already stopped listening.
Oh.
Okay. I
All
will
right.
try, Nick, to explain how people avoid accidentally casting.
The next time I call for a roll like that, they're going to get a +2.
Are my eyes still glowing?
They're going to be glowing for a few hours.
Can I dismiss that?
Yes, it will take a hard counter spell, but just don't crit fail yourself.
And everything will be fine.
If I somehow do, I do have luck again.
Mm-hmm.
It has been long enough. That is fine.
Now you have luck again.
I am okay with the magic skill, with the path of magic.
Yep. So over your guys' radios, you get, "Hey, scouting team, people are reporting a lot of magic happening near you. What's up?"
Yeah, roger that. We ran into a spot of trouble, but everything's all right here, and we have it under control. Over.
Gotcha. Over. Let us know once you have sight on the main horde for where we're going in.
Understood. Over.
So, was that just the main horde, or?
I don't think so. I imagine the main horde is the guy that looks like a necromancer.
Captain, I believe he was described as a zombie-looking motherfucker.
But we don't have to say it anymore.
Should I start saying it?
No, you do not
No.
say that word, nerd.
I look very torn because I'm unsure how all this works now.
Mm-hmm.
This might be the one time where Cade's like he doesn't know why he can't say that word. Why it's
You can't
inappropriate.
say the word.
It's very important.
We're not gonna use that word right now, Kane.
It was the descriptor that we were provided. It is in the bounty blurb up here, Captain. And I'll pull up the bounty again, and it says the zombie-looking motherfucker.
I'm aware. We're all aware, so we don't have to draw attention to it anymore.
How shall I refer to him?
The necromancer that looks it looks undead-ish.
Excellent. Thank you, Happy.
The necromancer that looks undeadish. Acknowledged.
I suppose we should just keep on moving towards ahead if we don't have a better plan.
Think so. I can try to detect if there's any like secret entrances to the fort, like I mentioned before, but we'll get that information as we get closer.
Fair enough. All right, let's ride.
Mm-hmm. All right, riding closer and closer. There's increasing groups of zombies, and eventually you get out of the woods into more of the city ruins, and you can see, oh yeah, that's the fort. That still has its wall up and everything, and there's guys who are not zombies on that wall. But there's a couple of things. One, you can see what you're pretty sure is the main horde, and what direction they're moving in. That's, I don't know, like 70, 80 zombies.
A lot of zombies.
Yep.
And where they're going. But Affy's spell does ping. Like over in one of the old buildings, he's pretty sure that there's a hidden passage that no one else that's still closed.
Okay, I guess we should radio that back. That we found the main horde and we're going to be using this to avoid them.
Sounds like a plan. I'm gonna radio that back.
All right, they're going to ask you to give them some more coordinates for spotting and just shooting dumb artillery at the horde for a bit.
Oh yeah.
While you go down, easy enough to find like a brick wall that Affy's spell saying it's right here. I'm not sure how to open it, but it's right here.
Can I look at it and try to slither my way into it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that. Do I have to make any rolls, or can I just?
No, it just takes you a little bit of time to figure out which is an actual crack in the door versus which is just mortar. The mortar is old.
Takes me a minute, but I probably slide in. And do I see a way to open it?
No, but there's lots of words on the wall and pictures.
I guess I'll start reading.
You don't speak this language at all.
I guess I won't start reading.
You show us what the words and things are?
I mean, I'm going to use a weird use of morph right now, Nick. Can I, extend a tendril out and turn it into like a little writing computer that I like just copy the display of what I'm seeing.
Hey Nick,
I
without
don't think
your
writing
noticing
computer, but I think you can like have an eye on it and scribble on a brick outside.
Not a computer, but just like literally like a tablet out of myself that I just like make words and print on. I basically just
See
want to
what you
copy
mean?
what
Okay,
I'm looking
that
at.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Nick, as he's doing that, can I just sit up against the wall, phase through it, poke my head through the floor, read the words, come out, and then give credit to Nerd by reading the tablet?
Now you're just showing off.
So no, there's still magic in this that hurts you when you try to go into it.
Ah, never mind then.
So can I translate this?
Yeah, but like you can translate this, and similar to the other one, this is it. You're like, okay, this is definitely a security console. Like, there's a password that needs to be said to open this.
Oh, is it one of the song poetry things again?
Yup, and the captain sits there trying to fixing up some of the translation because you're like, no, this is too literal.
No, you gotta. That's a metaphor, buddy. That has to be a metaphor.
It doesn't take too long before you can figure out, oh, here is the password, which, like, it's a stanza of an old ancient poem that, like, Affy knows eventually remembers this, but it just didn't click until the captain started going through the translation.
It takes a while, and I don't actually have any talents for memory.
Yeah, this is like, you're trying to remember, the equivalent of something not like... If I asked you about a poem of Edgar Allan Poe's that isn't The Raven, randomly, would you be able to remember it? And Affy eventually got there, but between everybody, you managed to get the passage to open, and it looks like it does indeed go into the fort. And you guys have a choice. Are you going to go in and try and take out the chief? Are you going to take the amount that your contributions are currently warrant and get out of here?
I leave that to the captain.
I mean, is everybody good doing more adventure? Because this feels like we're leaving a job half done, and I don't like to do that. But then again,
I mean, we still have the charms that built up for going against their necromancer. So we should have those preps still.
okay. So do we want to wait to meet up with the other group to then do our best to collectively take down this guy?
I mean, we were told to be the advanced scouting party, Captain. How you interpret that is up to you, but I will follow you either way.
I'm fine waiting for the rest of the group for safety sake. If people feel comfortable moving on without them, I'm fine moving on without them.
Lola, you got any thoughts?
Yeah, seems like a neighborly thing to do.
Neighborly thing to do to wait and meet up before we go down these corridors, or to scout ahead.
I think scouting ahead.
Okay.
More
Sounds good to me.
adventure. Do.
But we should, if anything gets bad, not hesitate to just go meet back up.
Yep, we can always fall back.
All right.
Or we always should be prepped to fall back.
Agreed.
Just want to remember that's an option.
Also, Commander Affy, would you mind healing or repairing my injured body with magic before we entered?
That's a good call.
Can do that.
Yeah, can you heal us all up full? And or give us more charms? Me and Bulla had to break ours.
I won't be making more charms, but I'll be healing you up.
All right.
That is gain luck.
Oof.
Gonna roll again one last time, but Okay, yeah, I'll be taking the 7 of those 3. That should heal you 2 back up.
Hooray!
Thank you. It is much appreciated, Commander Affy.
Thank you.
All right. Going on timing, when do people feel they need to end tonight? Because next bit might go for a bit, so it might be better to split into next session.
I feel, I don't want to go long tonight. I have work tomorrow.
Okay. So I think we're going to call it here then, and we will pick it back up next session.
Yay!
All right.
Yay!
I literally just got to my computer at home too.
Oh no.
Well,
Whoops.
Oh well,
Yeah,
at least
as
I
it
got
sometimes happens.
to see the map at least. Oh well.
not much of a map, honestly.
I was imagining so much more. I should have just kept the wonder and awe of my mind's eye.
Yeah, I was like, I need an empty field for zombies to run at you from.
I mean, yeah.
And
Once
I was in the center of it all. I felt so empowered.
popular.
Yep.
We created so much fire for them.
Yep.
Popular. Good.
All right,
Popular.
but everybody
Popular.
get 2 character points, and we will see you next time. Good night, Internet.
Good night, Internet.
Bye,
Good
recording.
night,
Night.
Internet.
Oh, the moonshine.